Hey everyone, this is my watch list for Monday, June 8th. All right, so big day Friday, right? We finally got that crazy selling. I said we were going to get a sharp reversal and it happened Friday, okay? Market's gapping up a bit this morning. Trump is saying that there is now a ceasefire between Iran and Israel. So that's why market's gapping up a little bit. However, we are just gapping back into supply, right? I have supply on SPY 744 and I have supply on SPY at 748. Those are the two areas I would like to watch for failures today, okay? 744 is also the hourly 21. This is usually where, once a trend starts, usually where we start to see some big reactions come in. So 744 is first area, and then if we get above that, this actually can push to 748. But then at 748, I definitely would look for rejects there, okay? QQQ is also at supply right now. 715 is my first level of supply. If we get above 715, this has room to 722. Okay, big hourly level. And then 725. I wouldn't even want us to get to 725, honestly. Otherwise, it just turns into a squeeze, okay? But 715 can watch for failures here. Or 722. If we get to 722, I do like rejects there as well, okay? Let's see what happens. You know, we don't know if that news is going to hold up or not. But after this really sharp selling on Friday, I would expect us to see rejections today. I would not expect us to invert the entire move, okay? Look at the 4-hour chart. This is very, very weak, okay? I do expect rejections. This 722 level looks really, really nice if we get that, okay? Let's look at some individuals. Apple was looking strong on Friday, but it failed to 315. So, you know, we got the downside. Now it's actually below support, 309 support, and we have support below here as well at 305. If we get below 305, this is a short. This is a short on Apple at this point, okay? Because we failed that 315. The daily candle is pretty ugly on this. AMD down 10% on Friday. Crazy, right? A lot of chips were selling. We broke below the 485. This was actually my top watch on Friday, below 500 for shorts. I shouldn't have taken Amazon. You know, whatever. It happens sometimes. You get caught in the wrong name. But look at this AMD below 500. We wicked below and just sold the entire day. Like a $50 drop on AMD on Friday. So pretty crazy there. 485 can look for rejections there. This is that hourly level. And can look for rejects there. All right. Amazon, yeah, it looked good off the open. Like everyone thought it looked good, right? Brett and I both got in this trade. It looked pretty strong here, but then it just completely failed, and all those buyers just stepped down. And after that, I don't know if this was news or something here in the afternoon, but it got crushed in the afternoon, and now it's at support. This 248 is support from Wednesday, but this is a dead chart for me at this point. Unless it somehow gets back over to 255 at some point this week, then we can long it again. Meta is back at support, guys. Meta, this 595, huge support. We actually bounced off my big 580 level. I'm not trading this. Let Rav trade it. I'm not trading this. Let Rav trade this. All right. Maybe if it reclaims 600, can look for longs. Okay, but this chart's all over the place. I mean, look at this. Wham, 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 right? It broke above the range, and then it failed back below, and then it broke below the range, and now it's back above. I mean, it's just all over the place, okay? Microsoft is at pretty big support here. I think this was Rav's top watch Friday, so he'll probably trade this today. It's back at support, so I would expect to see some buying come in. Netflix, nothing. PLTR is back below this big level. This, to me, honestly, guys, I wouldn't touch longs unless we reclaim 140. Okay, if we reclaim 140, you can look for longs. But below 140, this to me is just a sell. We completely inverted that move, right? This is just a sell. Nvidia, we actually broke the neckline of the head and shoulder. So I'll show you guys on the daily, right? This was the head and shoulder, right? Head, left shoulder, right shoulder. And if you draw the neckline here, you can see we broke below it, right? We broke below, and this is a short as long as we stay under this 211 area, okay? 211, we could actually watch for failures there, or back below 209, which was that Wednesday level, okay? And then Tesla also, I talked about this trend on Tesla, this 4-hour trend. We broke below it, okay? So if we get a pop and fade off of this area, this supply up here, I don't know if that'll happen. That's a big move, right? Tesla would have to go up $15 for that to happen. But if we do get a move into this area, I like to short on Tesla. Okay, let's see what happens. I don't want to jump the gun, right? I don't want to trade right off the open. I want to see what kind of happens. It's going to be a crazy week. We have CPI, we have PPI, we have FOMC next week. We have the SpaceX IPO on, I believe it's this Friday. And it's just, there's a lot going on this week. Let's trade safely, let's be calm. Let's keep our risk in check, and let's have a good week, but don't jump the gun into a trade, all right? Because there's going to be a lot of volatility this week, I can tell you that. All right. I'll see you guys on live.